Here we go again. Mufasa the Lion King, the newest Disney sequel that's releasing a little over 2 months from now. Am I excited? Don't get me wrong, I love The Lion King. In fact, it's probably my all-time favorite Disney series next to Big Hero 6 and Tangled. The story, the animation, the characters, the music, heck, even the opening cinematic with the sun slowly creeps over the horizon gives me chills to this day. So then, why not be excited? Well, there are a few reasons why I'm reluctant to show any emotions that are remotely close to being excited. One of the biggest reasons is that this movie is a sequel to this, and not this. For those of you who may not know, The Lion King first came out in the year 1994 as a hand-drawn animated film, and god dang was it good. We got arguably one of the most memorable Disney villains out of it. We got iconic soundtracks that even I have on my Spotify playlist. And come on, after the recent passing of James Earl Jones, how could I not give Mufasa his own bullet point in this video? And then we got The Lion King. Fan dubbed The Lion King 2019, in order to not mistake it from the original masterpiece in 1994. The Lion King 2019 was such a letdown to the original. Of course, Disney stopped hand-drawn animations around the time Chicken Little came out, so it was no surprise that this version wasn't either. But not only wasn't it animated, it was live action. And I know, technically, it isn't a live action, given that everything was computer made, but I mean, come on, just look at it. So for the sake of this video, I'm gonna be calling it a live action. I hope this doesn't trigger anybody. I'm already not the biggest fan of live action adaptations of animated films, with a few rare exceptions that I can't think of, so already when I heard that this was a live action version of The Lion King, I was skeptical to say the least. But come on! Some of the scenes were just terribly adapted. This scene where Simba realizes he might literally die makes no sense here. He looked like he couldn't give two Okay. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on the animation. But what really pisses me off was how they arranged the songs. I do not know how they got the green light by Elton John to make amendments to his original soundtrack. Yeah, the songs were bad. I can't play them for you guys because I'll probably get copyrighted, but if you've heard or ever seen the 1994 songs compared to the 2019 ones, you'll notice a significant difference in the arrangement and background tracks. Also, not to mention how they basically recasted almost the entire original voice cast with the exception of James Earl Jones. Some of them did decent, while others had me questioning many of their choices. The main letdown was Scar. Jeremy Irons perfectly captured his villainous role. You cannot convince me that the actor they got to play him in the 2019 adaptation was anything near the work he'd done.
Ooh, I quiver with fear.
So then, how does this all tie into the Mufasa movie? Well, given the poor nature of live action films and the underlying issues with the voice cast and music in the prequel, this movie could very well just be a repeat. No! Now, we haven't heard any of the soundtracks for this movie yet, but it has been revealed that Lin-Manuel Miranda will be the one doing the score for this, which gives me a little hope for the movie and is honestly partially why I am still excited for it. And for those of you who don't know who Lin-Manuel Miranda is, he helped make the soundtracks to iconic films like Hamilton, Moana, and even Encanto. And also, I think it's important to note that this movie is an entirely new story. The last Lion King movie was an adaptation of the first film, so it was very easy to be let down since the original 1994 film set a pretty high bar in the first place. But now, we don't have an animated movie to compare to this one. While it's an entirely new story, we do have a good idea of the main topics that this movie is going to cover. The main one being the brotherhood between Scar and Mufasa. Honestly, that makes me more interested in what they might come up with. The whole idea of Scar's parents basically adopting and fostering Mufasa was one theory I never bought into. But here we are with a whole movie centered around that very idea. It's definitely gonna make Disney a shit ton of money. I mean, look at how well the last movie did. A terrible movie for sure, but it performed so well it prompted Disney to make another one. Why? Because it was the highest grossing animated film for a long time until Inside Out 2 came out. So at the end of the day, am I looking forward to the movie? Yeah, I guess. Am I skeptical? Yes, absolutely. Should you go out and watch it in theaters? I don't know. I'm not your dad. Go do whatever you want.